Hey everybody, Cory Meyer here, and welcome to this month's edition of the Cory Meyer Home Selling Team Market Update. It's July, so we've passed the midpoint in the year, and it just seems crazy to me that we're already here in 2014, over halfway through the year. But there's some exciting stuff happening in the real estate market, and that's what I want to tell you about today. Pending home sales are up, and so that's a good thing across the country. Across the state, pending home sales are up. With pending home sales on the rise, existing home sales are still down, but all indicating factors right now are that pending home sales are on the rise, and I expect that to continue. One of the reasons I expect that to continue is because the National Association of Realtors does a study, and they track every house showing from every lockbox across the country. And what that showed was that the foot traffic report the NAR came out with showed a dramatic increase, almost double, of foot traffic through the months of April and May. Now, people looking at properties in May and April, that means that they're anywhere from 45 usually to 90 days out from making a purchase. So we should see a dramatic increase in the closings in real estate as well. So that's something I'm really excited about. And for you sellers out there, that should mean a large increase in showings. One of the reasons inventory is up is new construction's happening again, and that's an exciting thing for most buyers out there, considering that 41% of people in a poll taken prefer a new home over an existing home. And so one of the reasons I looked at the stats on that and why is the upgrades that are in a new home. And so the amount of people that prefer an existing home, the number one reason they prefer an existing home is because of the price point. And so my only thought for you out there to think about is if you do own an existing home that's not newer and doesn't have modern upgrades, because the number one thing that people preferred a newer home for was modern upgrades. Take that existing home, get it priced right, take into consideration some new modern upgrades that'll give it a better appeal to the 41% of buyers out there. And that's one of the ways you can maximize the amount you're gonna sell that home for, and also maximize the opportunity to get buyers to come in and possibly get you multiple offers. So consider that. A lot of times I talk with clients and I tell them to consider some new upgrades, and usually I can see a 2 to 3 times % return on their money by making some of those simple upgrades that will help the buyers make a decision a lot faster on their home. Another thing that's exciting for sellers out there is the fact that home prices continue to rise. We're not gonna see some crazy numbers the next 5 years, but we are gonna see consistent increase in appreciation. So that's a very nice thing. I did some calculations based on the numbers on the board here. If you were to buy a $250,000 home today, and these numbers, these appreciation estimates came true, that home in 5 years would be worth $300,000, or just a hair under. I think it's $298,000, somewhere in there. So a $50,000 increase just by buying a home at $250,000 that you're gonna live in and utilize with your family, that's a great investment. So that's something to think about. Finally, the last thing, as I always touch on, is mortgage rates. Mortgage rates are great right now. They continue to stay steady, and in some cases lately they've been dropping a bit, but you're down in the really low 4s, and it's just a great opportunity and a great time to go get pre-approved with your local lender. We have great recommendations for that if you give us a call. I just wanted to say thank you again, as always, for watching the market update. I hope this brings some value. We also are very excited about our new learning center coming out, and that's going to be sharing a ton. That's going to be going over hundreds of topics over the period of the next year or two as we record those videos, all on specific areas of either buying or selling that will help you along the way. So we hope that brings some tremendous value, and look for that coming out soon in this email. Thanks for watching, and give us a call today.